Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Today is day 12 of National Epilepsy Awareness Month. I've been trying to really share a well-rounded view of the impact of epilepsy on Alex, on her brother Connor, trying to share things about keto, about the whole scope to really help people understand the complexity of all of this and the layers of how it affects everyone in the world of epilepsy. So today, I thought I would take a moment and share the perspective of the experience of being a special needs mom, a warrior mom, if you will. No one wants to be in this club. My friend Trina Rothman, who hosts a podcast called Warrior Mom, she says that. She always says, it's a club no one wants to join, but if you're in it, you're lucky to be surrounded by so many amazing people. And it's very well said. Entering this world, in the beginning, you're in a place that's really survival mode, for lack of a better description. You feel helpless. You feel like every waking moment and breath you take has to be around helping your child, whether it's helping them with their medication, watching them for seizure activity, holding them through a seizure, getting them to the hospital when you know that's needed, researching, reading every single thing you can to learn. I learned so much about hydrocephalus in those first 2 years, and then epilepsy came into the mix, and then I find myself reading obsessively PubMed. I know PubMed well these days. That's where you want to go. You don't want to Google. You want to go to PubMed. You want to actually read research and really look at what's happening out there in science-based world. But you go down this rabbit hole. And I've yet to meet a special needs parent who didn't go down into the dark part of that rabbit hole in the beginning or for a long time, or they might still be there. If someone out there is listening and you have a child with special medical needs or epilepsy or any other kinds of special needs, you're not alone. And if there's one thing I can tell you in this video that I hope you will hear is if you have not reached out and tried to create a support system for yourself, you need to. I didn't do it at first. I went down that hole. And I didn't even see how it was changing me. I was so in that survival mode and blinded by everything that was happening, terrified. I was terrified, and I was driven by this fear of what was going to happen to my daughter and what kind of future she was going to have. When infantile spasms, the first epilepsy diagnosis, came into play, the very first thing I pulled up on PubMed the research article started by saying the quiet seizures that have devastating outcomes. IS, infantile spasms, is one of the few kinds of epilepsy that is considered an immediate emergency. My daughter was diagnosed and within hours was in the hospital and was immediately already starting treatment. A lot of other diagnoses have come into play. A lot has happened since. But going back to that part of the journey, I can look back now and I can say that I was depressed. And I feel like I'm the kind of person that doesn't happen to. I think to myself, I'm strong. I've been through a lot. I can handle anything. Yeah, I can handle it. But was I handling it in the way that best served myself and my own health and wellness? No. I wasn't sleeping. Some nights, not at all. Some nights, an hour here, an hour there. I would stare at her monitor all night. Sometimes I would lay in bed and cry. I didn't want to have a social life. I didn't want to go anywhere. My whole life revolved around her and what she needed. And then, of course, also trying to take care of my other little one. It was a really dark time. I still have bad days. I still have days that I cry out of nowhere. I still have days I am terrified about what the future could hold. But I've come to a place where I understand that I have to take care of myself. I have to eat well. I have to sleep well. I have to find whatever it is that serves my health and wellness. For me, that's yoga, meditation, going for lots of walks, sitting outside and drinking a hot cup of tea. I have to take care of myself, or I cannot be everything I need to be to take care of my children. So today is just a moment to say to all those warrior moms out there, I see you, and you are not alone. There are Facebook support groups. I'm here if you need me. The Warrior Moms group that I'm a part of, that does the Warrior Moms podcast, has an amazing group of women. There are people out there. And even if it's just talking to other people that understand where you're coming from, having that sounding board, this journey can feel incredibly isolating and lonely. And the way you see the world will never be the same again. But just know, you're not alone. I am not alone. And I will have my good days and I will have my bad days, and this journey is never going to be easy. But it gets easier. It gets to feel more and more like you can manage it, and you can do it, and you can do it. But don't try to do it alone, and don't sabotage your own health and your own wellness to do it. We have to take care of ourselves. So that's my shout out to all the other special needs and warrior moms out there. Love you all, and thank you for listening. And please, I'll say it every day this month, please, if you can support this campaign, please click the link below. Every little bit helps. I love what this organization is doing for PCDH19 research. So please, whatever little part you can do, don't keep saying you're going to do it tomorrow. You'll remember to do it later. Just do it right now while you're thinking of it. And thank you. I appreciate you guys listening every single day, and I will see you again very soon. Bye.